want quiet. We all want beauty. We all need space. The need of quiet, the need of air, and I believe the sight of sky and of things growing seem human needs, common to all men.
Well, I've been a member of the National Trust for a long time, and one of its great things is it's managed to preserve and restore many houses, gardens, sites of special interest, and often repurpose them for the use in our contemporary world. The idea is to somehow reflect what the National Trust does in terms of silver. So this piece of silver here, which is possibly being called silver brought to new life, actually started its life in 1977. So the vase piece was discarded in my workshop, and it's been rehammered and reprocessed to what you see today. The rest of the sort of plant formations, you can choose to see it how you like, are again repurposed pieces of silver that I have, and it sits in what is known as swarf, which is silver offcuts from a lathe, which give it a sort of a loose and vibrant feel, and you can play with this and use it as a table decoration, and it's very much in the viewer to decide how they like it.
We've been members of the National Trust for quite a long time, and we've had wonderful times, especially at Trelissick, with our children because of the wide open spaces and the beauty of the nature surrounding it. So for me, it's not just about the houses, it's about the landscape, which ties in a lot with the original founders' intentions of an open space for people to enjoy and share. Well, most of my craft training was in the arts and crafts tradition, and so the ambitions of the arts and crafts movement and the National Trust are quite closely aligned. But for this piece, I've chosen to work in English hardwoods, in a range of English hardwoods, because for me, Trelissick is all about trees. And I'm planning to inlay the door panel with some leaves in different hardwoods, all of which will be English, to reflect the trees and the falling leaves and the many, many happy walks we've had there with the family and dogs in the autumn. Every item of furniture needs to be useful in some sense, doesn't it? But I suppose for something of this nature, it's a piece which would be enjoyable for its own sake, but also have a function. Can't do one or the other. The arts and crafts motif was always have nothing in your house that you do not know to be useful and believe to be beautiful.
Well, over the years, the National Trust has provided me with several lovely locations outside for doing structural works and pieces of sculpture and stuff, and workshops for basket making, and it's just a great place to work. Well, I've been working with mathematics professors and anthropology people from Manchester and Aberdeen on a project to find the relationships between mathematics and basketry, and it's intuitive mathematics, really, mathematics as made by hand. So there's not really measuring, it's not a matter of this and that, but it's a matter of discovering the shapes making themselves with the weaving. So I'm using the weaving techniques, and the weaving techniques themselves dictate the shape. For a long time now I've been working with stainless steel wire, which the idea is that some basketry is preserved, because basketry obviously has been going since prehistory and it degrades, and so there's not a record of it. So this is just to say, look, basketry techniques are valuable and need to be used.